5 stars. I love this series so much. That ending, I just told my sister the whole plot. I was like, I need to tell you about this book because holy crap, that ending. This man is fine. Good morning, everybody. It is bright and early in the morning, kind of. I've been up since 6. It's now 7:55. I've already started this vlog, but welcome to a 24-hour reading vlog. So we proof 7:55 a.m. We're gonna read all day. My sister has to finish her reread of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, so I was like, can we just like read all day since it's Saturday and not like do anything? And she's like, yes. So I've already started. I got up at 6, I let the dogs out, I worked out, I've read part of a book, showered, got ready for the day, and now I'm ready to read. I think I'm gonna do my audiobook first for the first part of the morning. I have some laundry to put away, some organizing to do, and then we're gonna get into my books. So on the treadmill, I have a lot of arcs to read. I have arcs and a read along to get through today. So on the treadmill, I was reading Kissed and Missed by Cleo White, which is a ex's dad romance, and this is actually a heroine who was dating his daughter, so she's bisexual, and it flashes back to the past when they had to spend some time together at the holidays because she was supposed to go home with her ex for the holidays. Her ex never showed and realized that she was cheating on her the whole time, so she had to spend a few days at her ex's dad's house before she came home, and they really hit it off. And now it's 6 weeks later, Valentine's Day weekend area time, and the hero's like, you know what, I'm gonna make my move. Like, I want this woman. So even though she is 18 years younger than him and he's a billionaire. And the best thing about Cleo White's books is that the heroes are so gone for the heroines. Like book 1, he had always had a crush on her, and it was his daughter's best friend, and it is that best for his daughter. This is the daughter's book, so it's funny because like the dad is like, you can't be with him. She's like, pot kettle, like, you're dating my best friend, like I can date an older man if I want to. So it's very cute. I don't know if it's gonna be a 5-star read just because like they're already like madly in love and together, and I'm already 70% into the book, so I'm like, I like a little bit of a angst and tension in the romance, and it just like doesn't really happen. So in this one, it had more in the first one, because the first book I gave 5 stars, loved it. This one's still really solid, spicy age gap romance, just like not as much want as I want because they're already together, if that makes sense. I'm still really enjoying it, but I'm gonna pop in my audiobook for my Rena Kent book. I always forget the title. They're the monster romances. It's the monster trilogy. They're not monsters, they're mafia. I don't know why I just said monster romances, but she is in the military as a man, so it's kind of like Mulan, where she disguises herself as a man because her entire family was massacred and she wants to figure out who killed them, so very mafia. And the hero is like the leader of the military, like the unit she's in, and something happens where they're all attacked and she gets shot. And he basically like carries her for hours until they can find help, and he knows she's a woman, and so they had to pretend to be married for her to recover. And now we're at a part where she wants to keep on like serving under him, and he needs to go back to New York, and he might be connected to her family's death, not like directly, but like people he is part of might have had something to do with her family's death. So it's very intriguing so far. I'm really enjoying it. I actually only have an hour and a half of my speed left. I listen at 3 times speed, so I think I have like 4.5 hours left. I already downloaded book 2 of on audio, and I'll decide tomorrow if I want to download book 3. But the goal today is to finish Blood of My Monster, finish entirely Lies of My Monster, finish Kissed and Missed, and then I do have Ava Hunter's arc, I have Jennifer Hartman's arc, I have Rebecca Jenshak's arc, and Alexis Grace. So I kind of want to go finish Kissed and Missed, then jump into Alexis Grace's, which is a Why Choose serial killer FBI romance, and it's so good. So this is book 2, and then jump into Ava Hunter's, I think. So those are the plans. I want to read like 5 books today. I don't know if it'll happen, but we're gonna get started because it's already 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna pop in this audiobook, put away my laundry, and maybe work on some of my crochet project. I'm doing a blanket, and then we'll go from there. Hello everybody, it is currently 9:37. I've got some text messages from companies sitting on my phone, but I am working on my 6-day star blanket with this super soft yarn. I made it in pink and it was a Christmas gift, so now I'm making it in purple for myself. But I finished the Rena Kent book and the ending was so good. I am giving this like a solid 4 stars, maybe even 4.5, but more 4. This one is a really good mafia romance, and I did like the first half better than the second half, because the first half is like him kind of like being like, who is she? She has secrets, because he knew like right away she was a woman. And when they were like trying to survive together and acting like they were married together, and like bad guys trying to shoot them and after them. And then the second half is just them in New York, which is like kind of just typical mafia. His drama with his family, who he can trust. She's part of his guard, still as a man, and he's like super into her though. And the ending though is a great cliffhanger, so I immediately want to jump into book 2. It is just a really good mafia romance, very spicy. Definitely like darker spice though. There was a choking scene that I was like, is she okay? But you know, she was really into it, so it is fun. My sister over there is like, what the heck are you reading? But I enjoyed it, so very excited to go on to book 2. I am assuming I'm gonna enjoy book 2 and 3 better, because people in my Patreon have already read this series and said they love the rest of the series like more than book 1. So solid start. I'm gonna put this down now though and start finishing my Kissed and Missed book, because I'm 70% into that. I have like 30 minutes left of reading because it's a very short book, so we're gonna do that. So 1 book down, even though I already read half of it. I got so much cleaned upstairs too. Like this morning I was cleaning all the PR boxes I've gotten, like putting stuff away, breaking down boxes, throwing things away, and scanning books into my library that I had hauled into my app after I had like done all that. So that's all updated. So I feel very accomplished this morning. I put laundry away, I did all the things. So now we're gonna read my ebook and try to finish book 2. Hello everybody, I have finished my second book. The time is 10:15, so we are 2 books down, and I've only been reading for like 3 hours. But I finished Kissed and Missed, and I'm giving this one 4 stars. It definitely is just like them happy and in love the whole time and dealing with external conflicts, which is not always my like favorite. So that's why it's not a 5-star like the first book was, but it was really cute. I really loved how the hero was just like so obsessed with her. I do think that, I don't know if it works the best having flashbacks throughout the story instead of telling it like as a linear story starting in the past and then coming to now, because like they were already then like together, and we still got a flashback of like their first kiss. So it was still cute. I really liked it. I liked how there was a conflict of like the fact that she dated his daughter, and he's like, oh my gosh, like do I like ruin this whole relationship? The spice is really good in these books. I really enjoyed book 1 and book 2, and I'm excited to read more from her backlist. So definitely like a more taboo, but like I said, like really no conflict at all. So they're just like happy and in love, and then figuring out like his foundation and then her working for it. So yeah, that's really all there was to that book, but you know, solid 4-star read. We have 2 4-star reads in this vlog. I am now about to start Secrets of Mine by Alexis Grace. I'm very excited. I actually don't know how long this is. It says it's 333 pages on my Kindle, but we'll see how long it ends up being, how like much time it says that it'll take me. But I'm very excited. I really enjoyed the last book and I remember the ending, so I'm intrigued to see like how this one goes. So we will see. I love a good why choose romance, and I love like romantic suspense serial killer stuff, so this should be good. It is book 2 though, so I won't be too spoilery of book 1. She is the daughter of a serial killer, and she escaped, and she is trying to join the FBI to track him down. The FBI agents are like, you seem a little suspicious, so then they like get her to tell them the truth, and then she has a relationship with all the FBI guys. So excited to see where book 2 goes, because the ending of book 1 was crazy. Hello, it is a little later. I just had lunch. It is 12:15, and I don't know why my phone has died that much already. Anyways, I am 40% in to not Killer of Mine, what is this one even called? Secrets of Mine. And this one is definitely focusing a lot on her individual relationships with each of the guys. Her father is killing still, and each of the guys like are going through things, and so like individually they have like really strong moments with her, and then there's one where it's two of the guys and her. There's one guy, I feel like it's like the same in every Why Choose Romance, where there's one that's like really resisting being with her, and that is for reasons that I can't spoil because it's explained in book 1 and it makes sense in book 2, and they're trying to figure out like his profile of like what deeper about these women that he's killing is in common other than the fact that they're like blonde. So they are investigating that. It's super spicy already. We've had a lot of great scenes. They do use intimacy as a way to like kind of cope with their trauma, so for her and for them. I did see a review, someone wrote that they didn't love that, but like I think it makes total sense with their characters. Like they have gone through a lot of trauma and they're like using each other to help each other through that, which like I like. So I'm really enjoying it. I am 40% in. It says I have 2.5 hours left, so we will keep on reading. I did get these at the grocery store that I'm so excited to dive into. Actually, do these have watermelon in them? Oh my gosh, they don't say the flavors. Does Sour Patch have watermelon? I like how it says enlarged, so it's like it's not actually that big. But I'm excited because I like a little snack. It doesn't say the flavors anywhere. I don't know what that flavor was. I'm gonna be snacking, reading some more. Update you guys later. It is 3:45. Lily thinks it's dinner time when it's far from dinner time. She has been whining since we took her on a walk. I fed her what I normally do on my work days, but I have Miss Darce here in my lap, Miss Lily over here. We're just cuddling away. I finished my Alexis Grace book and 5 stars. I love this series so much. There's so many twists. The first half is definitely just like development of the romance and like their trauma and trying to overcome their trauma. But the second half is like wham bam, action, suspense, twists, crazy, not knowing who's gonna live or die, and the end had another cliffhanger, which I knew was gonna happen. I think this might be just a 3-book series. I don't know yet, but they're still trying to chase after her father, and he's killing more people, and he's getting closer to like the hometowns of the guys. So it is so freaking good and I'm obsessed. So spicy. I love, like, this is why I love Why Choose Romances. Like, if you love Why Choose Romances, read this. If you like serial killer romances, like, I love when the villain of the suspense is a serial killer because it's just like the stakes are so high. This was so good. More twists. There was a huge twist in book 1 I didn't see coming. Huge twist in this book. I'm like, this is amazing. 5 stars. I actually don't know when this is coming out. I think it's coming out, oh, this comes out on the 28th. So not this week, but next week. So plenty of time to read book 1. The audiobook is now out too, so read book 1. It does end on a cliffhanger, so definitely know that. But I did actually start my Rena Kent book 2 on my walk, and I'm 2 hours into it already. And it picks up right where the action left off. It's very hate to love now. They're like opposite sides of like a mafia war and don't know if they can trust each other, but like he's obsessed with her. It's just so good and lots of action too. So I am just like loving my reading right now. I'm obsessed. So we've already had a 4-star, a 4-star, a 5-star. We have finished 3 books and it's only 4 o'clock. I'm hoping to stay up until midnight, so that leaves us with 8 hours of reading. So I hopefully get my 2 extra books done. We'll see. So I'm gonna actually listen to my audio now and crochet a little bit, and then I want to read my Ava Hunter because that actually comes out on Thursday. So I have to read that one. I don't know why I read my one that comes out the latest. I did put off Jennifer Hartman. I really want to read that, but I'm gonna put it off and read my Ava Hunter. And I do have Rebecca Genchak, so comes out that next week too. So I have some time for those, but Ava Hunter's comes out the soonest, so I will be reading that now. after I read my Rena. I'm so excited to get back into Rena. I think I only have 2 hours left of the audio because it's so short. So like at my speed, I listen at 3 times speed. So we're gonna pop in this audio and be done hopefully by 6. We'll see. Quick update. It is dark out. It's like 6:30. I have an hour of listening left, and the way this man is so unhinged, but like she still will literally just like fall over herself for him, but she like does push back at him, which I really like. But I'm at a part where I'm like, he's literally unhinged, but he does something and she's like, oh my god, I love you, and I'm like, but this one is like a 4.5 right now. I have a feeling that the end is going to be like a crazy cliffhanger, so I'm nervous like what is actually going to happen, because like something just happened and I'm like, okay, but like is something bad gonna happen? So much like non-stop plot and unhinged romance, and it is like in such a good way though. They both are so in love with each other, and she is actually like still his bodyguard as a man, and so that's really fun. And then he's just like so possessive and obsessed, and she has to keep it a secret, like her feelings. Everyone thinks she's his bodyguard that's like has a thing for the boss, and he's just obsessed with her, and it's so good. I'm like not sure what's gonna happen from this point, but we're gonna see. That ending, I just told my sister the whole plot. I was like, I need to tell you about this book because holy crap, that ending. This book is a 5-star. Like the mafia madness, the I don't know who to trust, who's telling the truth to who, I don't know. And the romance is so good, but you're like, can you trust anybody? Like, I'm assuming this series has an HEA. So I'm assuming the hero and heroine will end up together, and there's like reasonings for everything that's happening, but like she like legitimately isn't annoying about like not knowing who to trust, because like I don't even know who to trust. So I'm like, I don't know what you should be doing, because like, do you trust this person? I don't know, but do you trust this person? Because like, I don't know. But I don't want to spoil anything, so that's as much as I can tell you. But such a good mafia romance. Like this was sitting at like a 4.5 star, but that ending, so good. So freaking good. And super spicy. I'm loving all their scenes together, and they just like have a very like lustful, but like they hate that they like each other kind of romance, which is fun. But they're also like literally anybody touches you and they die, which is also fun for both of them, which is fun. And I'm so intrigued to see you just laughing at me. I'm so intrigued to see where this next book goes. Like, what is gonna happen? I have no idea. I wasn't gonna listen to the audio, but now I'm like, I need to listen to this first thing tomorrow, like while I do stuff, because I have some things for work to do tomorrow morning. But we're gonna buy the audiobook for book 3 right now, because that is so good. I do the KU Read and Listen, so I have the audiobooks downloaded to my Kindle, and I buy them for $7.50. The first one though was like $3 KU Read and Listen, which sometimes are on sale, so that one was, but the third one is not, and the second one was not. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this third one, because what the hell, that's not it, because what the heck. Oh, also he has glasses. I don't think I mentioned that. Oh, I love a hero with glasses so much. I'm gonna buy this one. I do have a credit, but my credits are $15 and I can buy it for $7.50, so we're not using a credit, but we're purchasing this. Just bought that audiobook. The narrators are amazing. It's Sebastian York and Brooke Daniels, so just bought that audio. We'll be listening to it immediately. The series is so good. I do have my live show tomorrow at 6 with my Patreon for this series, which is why I'm reading it like so fast back to back. But I'm so happy we read this. I can't wait to chat with them because I'm obsessed. So I need to go do some stuff, and I'll be back down and start Ava Hunter's, because it is 6:45. My goal is to start at 7 o'clock on Ava Hunter's book, and we'll see if I can finish that today. We should be able to if I stay up till midnight like I want to. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Hello, I feel like I give most of my vlog updates from my bed, and this is the first time I've been in here today. It is, oh, I took my watch off. It is 8:46 and I am only 13% into this book. I did spend a little bit of time on TikTok because, for context, today is the, what day is today? The 18th. So it said that TikTok was going away at 8:30, and so I stayed on to TikTok till 8:30 and it didn't go away. I got like this notification. So we'll see. I can still like scroll, so we'll see. I don't want to sit here on TikTok though, because like I already was trying to work on that and not sit there on the app all night, so we're not gonna do that. But I'm reading, oh, Burn the Wild by Ava Hunter, and she writes really good, a little bit like grittier small town romances, more like ranch romances. And so this one, the heroine, oh, I have to charge my Kindle actually. We'll see. I have my backup Kindle over there. It's fine. I'm at 12%. But our heroine is a country music star, but she is like not good. Like her manager just like works her to the bone. She literally, the book starts out her waking up in bed with a guy and she's like covered in vomit. He's doing coke next to her, like and they literally just like hand her a glass of whiskey and are like, get ready for your show in 2 hours. So she's not taken care of and she's literally at a breaking point. So her opening act is one of the brothers from the ranch, and he is like, go to Runaway Ranch. He's like, you are not going to survive. So he's like, take my car and drive, and she does. And so she arrives, and it's her relationship with Ford, who is grumpy. He's in his later 30s. The way she describes him, he has a baseball hat on in a bar covered in like grease from working on a car. Oh, man of my dreams. And so just like very like rugged, and he mountain climbs. Listen, I was, so first off, this fascination started in elementary school. Sounds weird to say, with Mount Everest. And since then, I've been fascinated with people who climb mountains and like rock climb and stuff, but like rock climb actual mountains. So I've watched a lot of documentaries about like solo climbing and like free climbing and like anything about Mount Everest I'm super into. And so there was a scene of him mountain climbing, and I'm just like, this man is fine. So I'm loving him, and he's immediately like, oh, you're just like some spoiled brat coming here, you're gonna ruin everything. So they really butt heads, but I'm so excited to watch them fall in love. This is so good so far, so good. So I'm very excited to continue reading, so I'm gonna continue. I have my like pillow here because this helps me stay awake when I read. I have it like every live show that I do, and it helps me when I like crochet and stuff and listen to audiobooks. Hopefully this helps me stay awake. At like 9:30 I'll wash my face, brush my teeth, and settle in to read. And I want to finish tonight, but it says I have 5 hours left. I can't stay up that late, so we'll see how far I get for the rest of this vlog. My goal is to make it to midnight. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hi everybody, as you can see, it is the next day. I am ending this vlog. It was a 24-hour reading vlog. I didn't read, like consistently read for 24 hours. I next time definitely want to try doing the 12 and 12. I leave for a trip tomorrow, so I didn't have time to do that. So I read from, well, I got up at 6 a.m. yesterday. I fell asleep around like 10:30, 11. Did not make it to midnight, did not finish my book, but I mean, we all knew that was gonna happen. So it was still like a long day where I consistently read a lot. So I finished 4 things. I finished my first Rena Kent audio, gave that 4 stars, nice Mafia. Officially a Rena stan. I finished the second audio where I gave it 5 stars, blow my mind, amazing. I currently actually started, I'm 2 hours into the next audiobook that I listened to on my workout this morning. So I am on the Rena train right now, and I'm so excited to finish that. If you want a really good Mafia, kind of unhinged, but like not super, super dark Mafia romance, recommend this one. Still like darker. I mean, there's some like darker, spicy scenes and some death. I mean, it's Mafia. I've read darker. just to stipulate that. Then, so that's 2. I finished Kissed and Missed by Cleo White. 4-star, solid age gap romance where the hero's just so gone and smitten for the heroine. Super sweet. They got together a little too quickly for me, but overall really, really enjoyed it. Still like the first one better, Chilled and Thrilled, but super excited for the series and for more by this author. And then I read the entirety of Secrets of Mine by Alexis Grace. 5 stars. If you like Why Choose, if you like serial killer, romantic suspense, please read this series. Killer of Mine is book 1. Secrets of Mine is book 2. I don't know what book 3 is going to be. It just said Of Mine in the back of the book. I don't think she's titled it yet, and I don't know when it's coming out. So hopefully sometime this year. I think it's just a trilogy too, but super great twists and turns. Super spicy, so good, love this. And then the last book I read that I did not finish is Burn the Wild by Ava Hunter. I did get 50% in, so I feel like that's still really good. And I think I updated you a little bit. I'm loving this. So she is on the run. She is a country star, and she is just has been used since she was like 16. She's 23 now, 23, 25. She's in her 20s, and she's like literally on the point of breaking. And so she runs away. I think I told you like her opening act, he is one of the brothers of the guys on the ranch, so he's like, go to the ranch, recover. Ford's put in charge of like watching her, and I love him. He's super grumpy. He had his heart broken in the past. He's an ex-baseball player. He likes to climb mountains. He's always in a baseball hat, whether forward or backwards. My favorite scene is the one when he's in the backward hat. Sometimes he's shirtless. He works on cars. He works on a ranch. Like, so I love him so much. And they butt heads, but obviously they're super into each other, and they really want to learn more about each other, and they know they have to give part of themselves to each other to be able to learn more about each other, if that makes sense. So they are really falling for each other, and they're slowly unraveling what her manager was doing and what she signed away to him when she was 16, because she was at the lowest point ever in her life when she was 16, and that's when she like signed blindly things to him. So he's actually trying to help, and it's so funny because he's really rich because he was literally like a superstar baseball player, and so she can't access her money, and so she's like, I don't want you to pay for this. He's like, do not worry whatsoever about money. So he is like buying her everything she wants. He's hiring a private investigator for her, and I love him. I love him so much. So fun. If you like the ranch kind of setting too, I love it. I love the brothers. We see a lot of the first 2 brothers with their spouses, their partners. I think only one of them is married at this point, but because it's book 3 in the series, you can read it as a standalone, definitely, but it's definitely a little grittier than her other stuff because the heroine goes through a lot of dark things, and like it literally opens up with her just like a really low point in her life. So yeah, it's really good, and I'm excited to finish, but I can't tell you anything more than that because I haven't read more, but I will probably hopefully finish today. We will see. But that was my 24-hour reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you've read any of these or you're excited to read any of these. I would love to hear it. And if you've made it this far, leave me a horse emoji for the last book that I read. And that is all I have. If you want to see more of these, let me know. I can for sure do that. And I never say this, but like if you want to follow me on any other social media platforms, they are always linked in the description box down below, as well as all the books and affiliate links for Amazon if you want to check them out yourself. So everything's always in the description box. Make sure you check it out. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.